Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here? As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, this one today is dealing with your boy, man, Mr. QC Bankroll Freddie, and how the feds arrested him and his pops just this past Wednesday with 80 other individuals pertaining to a big bust that implicated, again, Bankroll Freddie and his pops, whom happened to be Freddie Gladney II. You understand? But let me break down to y'all how this all happened. You feel me? So in October of 2020, a Pine Bluff detective was shot and killed delivering an arrest warrant to an EBK affiliate. You understand? So again, a cop was shot and killed October of 2020 delivering an arrest warrant to one of the EBK affiliates. You understand? And the EBK affiliate is said to be connected to Bankroll Freddie and his pops, Freddie Gladney II. You understand? So right there, open up the investigation based around the cop getting set up. You understand? So once the cop got set up, again, that opened up a can of worms. And that can of worms was an investigation. That investigation brought in a bunch of people who was talking. And I'm talking about 8 people that was saying Freddie Gladney II name as him being associated to a whole big street movement, man. I'm talking about delivering the elbows, the P's, and the keys to state. So again, that's what this whole video is based on. Somebody that's affiliated to Bankroll Freddie Camp snitched on him and his pops. And again, this case had been going on since October of 2020. You understand? So again, now that we get that out the way about how the investigation started, again, like I stated, man, based around the cop getting set up. Instead of these individuals talking about the cop that got set up, they brought up Freddie Gladney II name a bunch of times in the reports, saying that he was connected to a bunch of states. And those states happen to be where they from, Arkansas, then South Carolina, then moving over to Tennessee, Atlanta, Arizona, or should I say Georgia, Arizona, Texas, Cali. They was moving across 10 states. That's what the report says. So right now, it's not looking too good for Bankroll Freddie and his pops. Y'all got to understand, Bankroll Freddie, he just got released on a case. He just got released on a possession case. I want to say, what, barely 5-6 months back. So right now goes to show you guys that these people, they've been watching him. And not only that, right? These dudes be rapping what they living. Bankroll Freddie rap songs speaks it all. One of his songs says what? One of his rap songs that he blew up off of is what? I got rich off grass. Hey man, that's the thing right there. Why is you rapping that much? Why is you doing that much talking in your rap songs knowing how your pops is moving in the streets, man? Knowing that these people been knocking on your door based around the movements that you and your pops been making in the streets. And that right there, a lot of people was questioning when Bankroll Freddie got locked up with his pops. And a lot of people were saying, is why would his father want his son to do what he was doing? See, and that's the issue that I have right there, right? Because the older generation is supposed to set better examples for the younger generation. And right now, in this point in time, we not seeing that. And I'm not just talking about what's dealing with the whole Bankroll Freddie and his pops getting arrested by the feds case, man. I'm talking about it's a whole bunch of other instances where the older generation is detouring, is steering the younger generation in the wrong direction. And that's real talk, man. We just have to be real on what we see. Yeah, at the same time, it's good that Bankroll Freddie have his father in his life, but at the same time, it's not good that his father is teaching him these qualities, these traits about being in the streets, because we seeing what's happened. We seeing the outcome. And right now, trust me, Bankroll Freddie or his pops is not happy right now. At the time, while they was making all their money doing this and that, traveling state to state, yeah, it was cool. It was all fine and dandy then. But like I said, when both of those guys is behind bars, hey man, ain't nobody smiling, because the family is going through a rut right now at this time, man. So again, man, the older generation has to do better at steering the younger generation into a better, more beneficial direction, man. Because what we seeing, it's just not that, you feel me? If his son had found a route to get out the streets, and that was to start rapping, why would you still want to have him involved into street business? You understand? So at the same time, while all this is going on, you got QC CEOs, whom is Coach K and P. They upset right now. And not just dealing with the whole Bankroll Freddie getting locked up with his pops. It has a lot to do with Takeoff being sent up, man. Before we get into it, let's pay our respects and say rest in peace to Takeoff, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in the ATL. So right now, for quality control music, it's just not looking too good for him, you understand? And it's not based on anything they doing wrong. It's based on the moves that they artist is making. And at the same time, we know that Takeoff, he don't make reckless moves. So that's the reason why a lot of people was questioning Jay Prince and his mob ties affiliates. But right now, this video is based on Bankroll Freddie and his pops, Freddie Gladney II, being brought down through one of Bankroll Freddie street affiliates. So again, this whole case started from October of 2020 when the cop was set up. Then once they was able to gather information from March 2021 to June 2022, that's when they started coming down on different guys affiliated to Bankroll Freddie and his pops, Freddie Gladney II. So basically, 5-6 months ago, when Bankroll Freddie got arrested for possession, that's when it was basically starting for him and his pops. They just didn't know, you understand? And like I stated, at that time, Bankroll Freddie got caught with a couple elbows at that good green, man. So like I said, when he making songs like, I got rich off grass, it may be true, but I don't think that's something you want to tell the Alphabet Boys. And like I said, he already did, because the song was recorded and put out there into the world. And that's what a lot of people were speaking on. Like, you got to choose to do the opposite thing of what you know could get you arrested, man. So basically, again, if you know your father had been making all these moves for years, why would you put this on yourself to be that dude in the streets, knowing it's close to home? You understand? So again, this video is based on, hey man, it's not looking too good for Bankroll Freddie and his pops. And right now, the QC CEOs, Coach K and P, they heated at Bankroll Freddie right now, man, because they was trying to get him to not go that way anymore. They was trying to get him to avoid anything that come with the streets, but he couldn't, because like I said, because his loyalty and his affiliation to his pops and dealing with that whole situation, right? A lot of people were saying that's the whole reason why Bankroll Freddie was introduced to Young Dolph through Bankroll Freddie pops, Freddie Gladney II. It's alleged that because the folks are saying that, hey man, Young Dolph, he had bought a couple elbows from Bankroll Freddie pops, and that's how Bankroll Freddie and Young Dolph got introduced. Again, is through Freddie Gladney II, Bankroll Freddie pops, man. He had been making moves for years. A lot of people know this. At the same time, they basically did it to each other. And I'm talking about Bankroll Freddie and his pops. So again, the pops, he know he bogus by having his son out here promoting the music of the lifestyle that he's living. You understand? So what I'm saying is, if you know him for making moves in the streets, you should not want your son to rap about that, right? We seen what happened with Jeezy and Big Meech and the whole BMF. That happened to be the whole case as well, man. This is a little different because this is father and son making moves in the streets. And they coming right back to both of them, either through affiliation or through the rap music. So at the same time, right, I hope they got some good lawyers, because right now, it's some folks saying that, hey man, Bankroll Freddie and his pops, Freddie Gladney II, they gonna be sitting down for a few years, man. And I'm talking about at least a dozen or more. And that's a messed up situation for a dude that young, man. Because the thing is, Bankroll Freddie, he was supposed to be in that route for his pops to legally get out the game. That's the whole reason why Bankroll Freddie was introduced to the rap industry. And again, that's a whole nother reason why Bankroll Freddie was introduced to Young Dolph, and Young Dolph aid and assisted him like a real G would. And that's one of the reasons why Bankroll Freddie always shows love and appreciation for Young Dolph. Because again, Young Dolph, he had been aid and assistant Bankroll Freddie before Bankroll became a name in the rap game. You feel me? And like the folks saying, man, it's always the people around you. It's the people around you that know your moves that's gonna tell everything, man. And again, that seems to be the case with what happened with Bankroll Freddie and 8 of the EBK affiliates, telling everything on Bankroll Freddie and his pops, Freddie Gladney II. Alright? Hey, but we got more in store. But as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.